be well scripted and trained on what to do, what not to do, how to do it, when to do it. And I want all of those things Thursday once I reach my goal.
Okay, all right, great.
So that's the solution that you want to make back out?
Exactly.
Okay, all right, here's the good news. All of this is totally doable if you have the right structure, the right mentorship or coaching, the right mindset, the right skills, the right work habit. You can do all of this. Any one of you can achieve all of these. I'm guessing the reason you're here, to a large extent, some of you have already said this, is because you want to make it happen for yourself. Meaning you gave yourself to somebody else and said, here I am, use me. And then you realized you didn't get out of your life what you wanted. No, I spent 20 years flying jet aircraft, which was pretty cool. And when I was a captain for United Airlines, I was saying to myself, hey, this is pretty great. I sit in the left seat of the big jet. I get to fly all over the world. And then one day I realized, hey, I'm just a factor of labor for a big company. And if I really wanted to achieve my potential, I was going to have to do something that was unique. So all the things you guys want to do, you can totally make happen. Just so you know, last year I earned over $1 million. Only 3 years out of being an airline pilot. Combined, we have sold this year over 700 houses between us just since January 1st. On track to have 1,000, which was our stated goal at the beginning of the year. That's listing size and then buyer size with our buyer team. So there's typically something that stops somebody or a concern that would keep these things from happening. So who can give me an idea of what might be a concern that would stop something from like this happening to you?
Economic conditions.
Okay. All right, so economic conditions, is that an internal factor to you, or is that an external factor to, to internal or external?
For me or for the market?
For in general, when you say economic conditions. Meaning is that you don't have enough money to start your program, or that
the world doesn't have enough money to keep up with the supply.
Okay.
I guess you could say demand, wouldn't it?
Okay. All right. But there are sales out there. I think every month there's about 5,000 right now. So that means there's 10,000 total opportunities to make a sale. You have 5,000 on the listing side, 5,000 on the buying side. So if there's 10,000 opportunities a month to make a sale, do you think there's enough in there for you?
Divided by the 17,000 licensees.
Okay, so is it the other people?
No.
Or is it you that's going to determine what your business looks like?
It's going to be me.
Okay, it's going to be you. Because remember, we just told you what we've done in the last year. And there are 17,000 agents out there. But we've found a way, because of the right guidance, the right coaching, and all the things I mentioned, to overcome that. So what else? What's something that would stop somebody from achieving those things? Fear.
Family.
Not having the right training, not knowing what to do. Not knowing what to do. That would be the main hurdle. You don't really know how to approach things. Marketing, all the other aspects that go on.
As far as the economic conditions, we don't control those, but do we all control what we do?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The fear. We're afraid. What makes us afraid?
The unknown.
The unknown. Okay, so if we take the unknown out, if we know what to do, if we know what to say when we get in front of a client, if we know how to fill out a contract, if we know how to price a property, if we know how to do our job, where's the fear?
Well, I think you have to get fear out of your mindset for one.
That's right. Mindset is really critical. It's really critical to all of us, because like we talked about, we can't control anybody else, but we can control ourselves. We control what we think. We can control what we do, what we know. Yeah, somebody brought up family. Talk to me about that.
Having to take care of a family member.
Okay.
Elder parent.
So that's a time issue.
Okay.
Okay.
what's intriguing me about you is that you're selling 2 properties per day average,
Yeah.
and how do you do that? I mean, it's,
Knowledge, right?
it's a whole lot of hard will take you a week.
Yeah, you tell us.
Well, let's see. We started off with a goal, and then we put together a plan,
What's the plan?
and then we started executing the plan. Well, the plan started 3 years ago.
If you have to drive the people into the neighborhoods, just show them the homes, et cetera, and it takes you, what, an hour to do that, or 24 hours?
Okay.
Ooh, somebody brought up a good word over here.
Are
Team.
they gonna be, are they
I
gonna,
guess you have to keep that one.
So we have a team.
do they buy before you take them out? Because it takes a long time to drive people around, show them, pick them up.
So are you more,
Talk to them.
if you're a self-contained unit, responsible for everything, all by yourself, you have a limited amount of time.
Yeah.
So time can be an issue. However, if you have other people who help you, that in mutual beneficial joint effort, for example, we have on our team employees that we pay a salary to. So when we get REO assignments from the bank, they can coordinate the trash out, coordinate occupancy checks, go take pictures, do all that stuff. So all we get is, boom, here's all the information about the property, we pull the comps, and then we have people doing stuff for us. We have the listings entered for us, we have a lot of the work done for us by employees. Now you said, one of the great things you point out was, well, what about a sign call? Somebody calls off a sign, and it takes an hour to get there, and you got to show them houses and all that. Well, guess what? We have buyer agents. Agents who, all they have to do is be able to answer their phone and have business handed to them. Lead generation, the number one thing that stops most real estate agents from being successful, is done for them. So they get the leads handed to them because we have hundreds of signs out there, which means we have hundreds of listings all over the internet, and we run TV commercials, and we have billboards. Other people have mentioned, have seen your billboards, have seen your TV commercials. So we generate all that for them. We've taken a piece of time that they would have to spend in lead generation. We've taken it away, basically. They don't have to do it anymore. So that's how we've done it. We have a team. We have a team of people.
How many are on your team?
Employees, we have 12. And these are not realtors. These are just paid employees. They're just workers. They are copies of us in the office doing administrative work, because that's not the best use of our time. Best use of our time is coaching and mentoring agents to their fullest potential.
And we talked about leveraging your time before. You mentioned that as a plumber, you could only do so much. Well, it's the same thing with us. As just real estate agents, we can only do so much. When I didn't have an assistant, I didn't have a team, I didn't have anybody. When I worked by myself, I closed 44 properties a year. Okay, and I was busy. I worked hard. Okay, that was 44 properties a year. But, I can't do 500 properties a year by myself. You make a great point. They're just earning enough hours in a day, right? So the idea is that we leverage our time. That's part of why you guys are here, is you're here to take the time that you have and earn more with it and use it more wisely, right? It's the same thing with us. We have a team. We have office staff that do tasks. We have buyer agents that take the leads that we generate, which are substantial with all the assets that we have, and we take those leads and we give them to our buyer agents, and then they go out and do deals. Because one of the things that stops people from doing business is, okay, I'm great, I know how to fill out a contract, but where do I get a client? Okay, well, we've got clients. Okay, so we have clients, and then we have agents that help us close those clients, because we can't close all of them, right? So we leverage our time, and we teach our agents how to leverage their time. Once an agent gets to a certain level, we coach them how to grow their business, when to hire an assistant, what to do to go take your business to the next level. Just like you were talking about, if there's a glass ceiling, well, there is for all of us. So it's a matter of growing your business. This is not a job, you guys. This is your business. This is about learning how to grow it beyond yourself, right? Because you guys want a whole vacation.